So welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Keymee K, but you can call me Key. If this is your first time, make sure you click that subscribe button down below, as well as that bell. That way you are always notified whenever I do upload. And let's get right into this tutorial. So I'm going to be starting out with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is the lightest shade, the C1. I'm putting it on my eyelids to go ahead and prime them. I like to use this concealer because my eyeshadows show up whenever I do apply them. So I'm going to be starting out with the new Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. The first color that I did take was the color Crazy. I did use, let me get that brush, the Morphe M577 brush. It's just like a dome brush. It's good for the crease. So I did apply that first. Now you just want to pat that color on because that concealer, we did not set it, is still tacky. So that is what I did, is pat it on. And then the color that I put was next, I used the Morphe M411 brush. So I used that on top of that color to blend out the edges of Crazy and also to put that in the crease. So after I go in between those two shades, because those are only two shades that I did use on the lid, I did go into Thick Skin, and then I used my Morphe E27 brush, which is a bit fluffier and thick. I just went ahead and use that to blend out the edges. After that, I did go back in with that Makeup Revolution concealer to go ahead and do a cut crease because we are doing a half cut crease. The color that I did apply was Dance Party, and I just used the same brush I used for my cut crease, and that brush is the Morphe M421 brush. I love to use this brush to cut the crease. You can get this at also, I think it's only like a couple, like $4 I want to say, but it's a good brush. After that, I'm going to be applying the color Drama Queen. I'm using the same brush for all of these eyeshadows on the lid. So I'm going to be using the color Drama Queen. It's a pretty fluorescent pink full kind of shade. And then in between that, I am putting the color Tipsy Girl to blend in between Dance Party and Drama Queen so that it does mesh together. Mesh together. Oh my god, I can't get it out. After that, I am going to be putting my liquid liner. That's the NYX black liquid liner, and then I did apply my Ardell Wispy lashes, the double up. 113 is the style. So next we're going to be moving on to the face. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is my first time using this primer. I've seen a lot of people do a review on this, so I'm not sure if I like it yet or not. And then next we're using the CoverGirl Vital Healthy Elixir, the color Tawny, and then I did use my favorite Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in the color Warm Coconut. I just mixed these two together because I love the Maybelline coverage, but it seems like it's a little bit too light for me. And then the Tawny around the lips and mouth, it kind of starts to crease, so I just wanted to mix those two together. For my concealer, I am using the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade Golden. I love the color that it comes out. It's an actual golden shade. And then I did use my L'Oreal Infallible color in Caramel on top, and I just used that under the eyes and on the nose. The L'Oreal Infallible is my favorite concealer. It's very full coverage and I do not have any creasing. And as for the setting powder, I did use light medium 20, and that's the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I usually use the Fair the 10 because of like a banana light shade, but I saw that they have this one in store, so I did use this powder. And I am jumping the gun, moving ahead, but the Maybelline Super Stay Multi-Use Foundation Stick in the color Deep Bronze I did use to contour with, and I just contour on the sides of the face. Now sometimes I do use this on the nose, but I just like to contour on the sides of the face instead of putting it like on the forehead and stuff, because I wear a lot of lace wigs and I don't like for all that powders and stuff to get into the lace wig. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead and use my Morphe G36 brush to brush away that powder. To bring some color back into my face, because you see it's all pale and whatnot, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the 362 Truffle. This one is a bit darker. I don't think it's my exact shade, but it's a bit darker, so I like to use this to contour with. And then on top of that, I do go in with the Black Radiance medium to dark shade. I do use the Sculpt out the palette, and I go right over everything I just contoured because it's a little bit warm, so it brings warmth into my skin. And then I am going to just use that same powder just to go down the sides of my face, just to go ahead and cut it, because sometimes that contour powder will go a little bit low and we want the face kind of snatched. I did also forget, but you will see me use the I go back into the cheeks and I go back into the Black Radiance palette again, and I did use a contour shade, and I forgot to do that, so you will see me go back and do that. But the blush that I use is the everyday blush that I always use, is out the e.l.f. medium to deep blush palette. That's my favorite. I don't know, I just continuously go through using that. Now I'm going to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to be taking Crazy and Dance Party on the bottom of the eyes. I'm just going to go ahead and blend those two back out, and I'm not going to go all the way into the tear duct area. I'm just doing 3/4 of the way. After I do that, I'm going to go in with my who is this by? I think it's L'Oreal. It's the Voluminous False Fiber Lashes Mascara. I love this mascara, as well as the telescopic mascara. And then I just like to take the end of the mascara and just place 3 dots, because it kind of gives you the illusion that you have falsies like under your eyes. So I always do that. After I do that, I'm going to be using my Master Chrome by Maybelline, and it is the Molten Gold, just to go ahead and highlight my face. After I go ahead and highlight, we're going to be moving on to the lips, which is my always same all-time favorite. I do use the NYX Espresso lip pencil, and then the 2 lip glosses that I did use are from both Wet n Wild. It is the Liquid Catsuit. The first one is Sin Nudes, and then the second one is going to be Caught You Bare Naked. I just love these two together. I used the first one on the entire lip, and then the Caught You Bare Naked I just used on the center of the lips. And that is basically it for this tutorial. If you like more makeup looks, please leave me any comments down below on what you would like to see next. I am going to do like a neutral look out of this palette also, so make sure you leave any comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.